What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy's Red World, and I want to react to there's this video going around about this German, right? This German woman says that, well, she didn't specifically say black women. She said it was American women, but I think because she's dating a black guy, that everybody took it as, oh, she's referring to black women. Okay. So this video is from the Hodges twins. I couldn't find the clip of the original video because I don't know. I went to her channel, couldn't find it. So I'm just gonna use the video from the Hodges twins, and let's go ahead and react to what she says. So this is the German woman. Let's go ahead and play the Hodges twins videos, and then we'll talk about it.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. Like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially black American family, has barely a family unit. There is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young. It doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown because unfortunately, a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them.
Okay, so I really like this video. I really like this video because I mean she covers a lot of things that that an American woman wouldn't do. So let me tell you about my experience because I've gone to Japan and I've gone to the Philippines. Um, I really like Japanese women. They are so nice and they're nothing like American women. The only thing that I found about Japanese women is that they can be prideful and there's a lot of introverted people in Japan, but it's much better than America. When I went to the Philippines, it was a knockout. Um, in the Philippines, people are so nice. The women are so nice. And on top of that, they have this culture of like helping you find somebody, right? Like when I was in a taxi in the Philippines, even the driver was like, "Hey, are you single? You looking for a girlfriend? I can hook you up with my cousin," right? And the girls that I met over there in the Philippines, I was like, "Wow, man, this is so different. This is so different." Like, and the way that they care about you is not like it's not the same way that you see here in America. So this woman is absolutely right. She's even encouraging men to go to another country so that they can be treated better. And I really do think that that's the future. I really do think that that's the future. Just going to another country to find a wife. I really do think that's going to become the future. You know, and it took this German woman, and again, she didn't specifically say black woman. She simply just said American woman, but she's dating a black man, and of course, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're talking about black women." Um, and yeah, so I mean, let's go ahead. Just a couple of things that she said.
Barely a family unit. You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And
Okay, yeah. So what she's saying that in America, the black community doesn't barely has a family unit, so there's no breakfast, lunch, and dinner. People just kind of do whatever they want. When she introduced it to her husband, that structure, it was such a breath of fresh air for him. And of course, he was gonna fall in love with her. Of course, he was, you know. And that's basically what happened to me. You know, it's like, um, when I'm dating here in America, and I see how all the attitude that you have to deal with here in America. Then when you go to another country, like in Japan, like in the Philippines, and then you're treated so much better, and you see that women are so much nicer. All of a sudden, your world is flipped upside down, and you're like, what have I been doing living in America? And this is why there's such a thing as passport bros. This is why there's such a thing as passport bros. And the movement is going to continue growing because, like, why would you? People go where they're treated best. Go where you're treated best. Date who you're treated best. Marry who treats you better. At the end of the day, that's all. And so, because there's such a lack of feminine women in America, you know, German woman, freaking Russian woman, Filipinas, Japanese, Korean women, Asian women, South American women, they're going to snatch. They're going to keep snatching up American men, whether it's black men, white guys. They are going to snatch up a lot of American men because number one, America has some of the highest earning men in the world, right? And when these guys start to leave to another country, like women in other countries, they're gonna be snatching up these guys. So there's going to be a lot of single women in the future in America, and it's all their fault. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell for future notifications. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna keep making more videos on men's issues. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, and tell me what you think. Everybody, it's your boy Andy's Red World. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.